working with tables. So we learned how to insert table and about table style and table style option, insert rows and columns, cut, copy and paste rows and columns, delete rows and columns, then split and merge cells, resize rows and columns, then alignments. Then we are going to learn about formulas. So now let's go through this one after the other. So how to insert table. A table can be used to organize data, then to insert table. So you organize data in rows and columns. So now you want to insert a table, just click where you want the table to show in your document. So now that is the insertion point blinking here. So you just click on the insert tab, then in the tables group you select the drop down arrow here. Now here you have a 3 by 4, meaning that you have a table of 3 columns and 4 rows. So now you can see you have 3 columns here and 4 rows. So that's how you insert the table. So now you can as well insert a table by clicking on the insert tab. In the tables group you click on insert table option, and now you select the number of rows and columns you want to insert. Now we have 4 columns, a number of columns 4, the number of rows you have 6. Now once you click on the OK, so you click on OK, you have 4 columns and 6 rows. Okay, so now to apply table style option, to apply table style, so you go to the design, table tool, design and layout tab. Okay, this will just show up once you click on the table. Just select anywhere in the table. So you have table tools, design and layout showing up here. So now you can just apply table style. Just click on the drop down arrow, the more button here. So let's look at this. So okay, so now on the left side here you have table style options, so you can decide to choose any of these 6 options to use them. So let's look at the table header row. Okay, so that's header row showing, so that's the first row in the table. Then you have the first row as well, so the first column. Then let's see the banded rows. So banded rows, we just format the odd rows and odd and even rows differently. So let's see. So banded row, you can see, so display banded row in which even rows are formatted differently from odd rows. Okay, you can see that. So this has been removed. So you can as well go back to banded row, so which makes the even rows and the odd rows be formatted differently. So the same thing with banded columns. So you can see, so the even column and the even and the odd columns are formatted differently. So you can, okay, let's remove the banded row and focus on banded columns. You can see that. So I apply the banded columns again. You can see that the first column here is formatted differently from the second column. Then the third column is formatted differently from the fourth column. So that is banded columns. So for banded row again, you can see that the first row here is different from is formatted differently from the second row. Then you can see the second row and the third row and the fourth row formatted differently. So that is for banded row. Okay, then here we can see format these. Let's choose another table style, so you can see this. Okay, so I'm going to use the first column and first and last column. So you can see first column formatted and with a certain formatting. So you can see then last column, so that is that you can see. So that's just a large column formatted differently from the first column. So that is how you use the table style option in formatting the table. Okay, so now next let's look at how you can insert rows and columns. So to insert row and column, you can come to a table here. So let's see, if you want to insert a new column here, so you can insert a new column between Felix and Chioma. So you can just select Chioma, so and go to the layout tab and you select insert above or below. Insert above will make the new row to show above, then insert below will make the new row to show below. Once you select that, so that's how you insert below and above. Then for the column, you can as well insert a new column. Just select a column before which you want to insert a new column. So there are two ways to do that. You can start click on the icon here, which makes the new column to show right before the one that is selected. So again, you can just select this if you want the new column to show before the arts column. So you can just select that, select French, and select and click on the icon here. Okay, so that's it. Another way to do that is just to select the row and right click. So you have insert here, then insert above or below. You can see that. You can select and right click. Okay, select again, select Veronica, and right click on the selected part and select as insert above or below. Okay, so that's how you do that. Then again, you can as well select, then you right click. Let's do that again, and you have insert below. Okay, so those are the ways to insert a column or row. Okay, so now next let's look at how you can copy, how you can copy and paste rows and columns. So to do this, you can just go to the table and cut. Okay, select. Okay, I'm selecting Musa here. Then right click, select again, select again. You can just right click and cut. So you can go to where you want it to be pasted. So if you want it to be pasted, just select and paste. Right click that and just paste. Okay, so that is it. So that is pasted there. So again, for the row, for the column, so you can just select and cut. Okay, that is cut, and you want to paste, and we'll just right click where you want it to be pasted and paste. Okay, so that's pasted. And you can as well delete a row by right clicking, or column by right clicking, then delete column. Okay, same thing with row. The last row here, want to delete it, just select it and right click, then select again and right click, select. Okay, and delete row. Okay, that's deleted. So that's how you delete a row. And you can as well delete a row by selecting a row and go to the layout tab and go to the delete button as the rows and column group. So you delete row. Okay, that is deleted. So that's how you delete row. Then next we have how you can split and merge cells. Okay, so if we have to split and merge cell, just let the cell we want to split. So we want to split this, you can just click on split cell. Okay, so we want to split, so you select how many columns and how many rows. So 4 columns. Okay, let's limit this to, let's reduce it to 2 columns and 2 rows. You can see that. Okay, that is it. 2 columns, 1, 2, then 2 rows. Okay, so that's how you select, how you split cells. Okay, then let's do that again. Split cell, just let the cell you want to split. So once you click on split cells icon here, so you can just indicate how many rows, how many columns, and how many rows. So 6 columns and 6 rows. Okay, that is that. So 6 columns and 3 rows rather. So that is how you split cell. Then want to split table, you can as well divide the table into 2. Okay, from this part as well, you can just split table. So the table will be divided into 2. So that's how you split table. Okay, so you just select where you want the table to be split. So go to split table, and the table will be divided into 2. Okay, then again, we learn how to merge cells. Okay, to merge cells, just select the cells you want to merge. For instance, I want to merge these 2 cells together, and you go to merge cells. Okay, and that's merge. That's how you merge cells. Just select the cell and go to merge cells to merge. Now we have resizing rows and columns. You can resize row and column by increasing the width of the column. So just go to the table and you go to table. There has the table row height. So let's look at that. You can see that increase the height, right, of the row. Then again you have the table column width. So go to a column and it will adjust and increase the width of that column. So that's how you resize rows and columns. Then for alignment, you can as well align with table. You can align the top corner of the cell. Okay, alignment. So just click on align top left, then align top center. You can see that. So let's look at the figure 75, just shifting position. So you can see align center left. Okay, then align center, then align center right, then align bottom left, then align bottom center, align bottom right. Okay, so you can see align top left, top, align top center, then align top right. Okay, let's leave it at left or center. Okay, that is how you do that. You can as well change the direction of the content of the cell. Let's look at that's strange. Now you change the direction. So text direction, you can see, you can just take it to wherever you want. So you just click to change the direction. Okay, so now you have the cell margin as well. You can use the cell margin to set the position of the cell. Okay, so you have the cell margin. That's just the little space that is left at the beginning of the cell. You can see that. So you click. Okay, that is cell margin. So cell position, you can, it's left position, you can just increase it. So it's increase it, it leaves more space before a cell. You can see that. Then you can as well align. You can as well set the top margin, so that will leave a lot of space. Okay, at the top there. Okay, so you can see the space at the top is much. Okay, that's how you adjust the alignment. Okay, so let's look at how to use formulas, how to calculate using formulas in Word. So now we have a table here. So to calculate the total of all these scores, so just click where you want the total to appear, then you on the layout tab, table tools layout tab. So in the data group, just click on formulas. Okay, so now this is showing equals to sum left, so that means it's going to calculate from left. So just select OK, select OK, and see the formula just appear. So the same thing goes for this. So you can just select, so this is showing above, so we can change this back to left. Okay, so left, so I'm to show you the total. So that is it. So again, for this very one, you can just select and it's showing left. So just see left, you can see left, so just click OK. Good, so that's that. So again, I have the formulas, so change this to left. You can see left plus, and with this as well, you can go to formulas and select left. You can see, so that is done. Then for average as well, so you want to find average here. So what we add here is total. Let's have to total here. So for average, let's have average. So okay, just place the insertion point where you want the average to appear. So go to formulas. Okay, so this will be actually changed to average. Okay, average. So average left. Okay, let's just copy this. Then this is done. And for this as well, we have formulas. So this will be changed to average left. Okay, so that's done. Same thing here. So just copy that and replace this with average left. You can see that and calculate the formula with the average. Okay, that is done. Same thing with this. Just select and change this to average left. Okay, that's it. And again, I want to calculate the maximum number here. Maximum number, right? The maximum score, and go back here as well. So this is maximum. Okay, as well select from the list we have here max. Okay, so we have equals to max left. Okay, this will be left. Can come here and change this to max. Okay, max. Okay, left. Okay, so you can copy this. So it's also subsequent where you can paste. Okay, that's the maximum of this is 80. So the same thing here. So showing some by default, so we can just change it. The pre-formula. So here again, see, so that is done. See, 90 is the highest, that's the maximum number. So for this as well, select. So is that okay? So paste that the 100 is the highest. Okay, so you can as well change the position. For instance, you want to calculate the total here, and you can have it as okay above. You can see that above, so it's going to calculate the total values here. So that's it. So that is how you use the formula. Okay, so I believe you have learned a lot in today's class, so ensure you go through all of these so again, so that you can have more or better understanding of all that you have learned today. So ensure you go through, you'll be able to look at working with tables, or looking at insert tables, the table style and table style option, inserting rows and columns, copy and paste rows and columns, delete rows and column splits and merge cells, then resize rows and columns, and you have alignment and formula. So I should go over all of this. I help us understand. So we're going to meet in the next class. So see you in the next class. Bye. I believe you have learned a lot from the video. So to keep getting this kind of video, ensure you click on the subscribe button and drop your comment. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.